All new at 6, an Atlanta business owner is making it possible for people in poor and blighted neighborhoods to buy fresher, healthier, and more affordable food. CBS 46's Mike Dunstan joins us now in studio to tell us more about the business and why this owner is doing it. Mike?
Sharon, he says there are two reasons to make the community healthier physically, trying to solve its food desert problem, also to empower Metro Atlanta's poorer black communities, making them stronger financially. The Blue Seas restaurant, sitting in the middle of a poor and blighted neighborhood in the Bluff section of Northwest Atlanta. Owner Sharif Muhammad says his food is healthy and a lot of it comes from a farm. And he says he keeps his prices at the bottom so low-income hungry people cannot use high prices as an excuse for not chowing down on his fast food alternative. Last summer, Atlanta rapper and activist Killer Mike launched the social media campaign to support black-owned banks and businesses. After all, University of Georgia estimates collectively African-American buying power was about $1.2 trillion in 2016, and it's expected to grow to $1.5 trillion by 2021. Sharif Muhammad says his restaurant is about harnessing some of that buying power and doing what other communities of color are doing, recirculating dollars.
We can come together and make a difference in our own lives. Stop begging others to do for us what we can unite and do for ourselves. That's a fact. The message I want to leave with you is that we can do it by the grace of God, because we are doing it now.
In a story I'm working on all new for CBS 46 News at 11, I'm going to show you how low his prices really go, how he stays in business, and what customers are saying about his push to buy from black-owned businesses. Also, why he's not stopping with that lower-priced restaurant you just saw. Check it out tonight at 11. Sharon?
New at 11, healthy and affordable. They are choices that don't often add up in some of Atlanta's poorest neighborhoods.
All these fast food is killing us. You can't get no dollar scoop with no healthy food.
Ahead, a local man's mission to change his community one scoop at a time. Also new at 11, an Atlanta business owner is making it possible for people in poor and blighted neighborhoods to buy fresher, healthier, and more affordable food. He's also trying to make his community more financially sound in the process. The 9 Team's Mike Dunstan has the story from Northwest Atlanta.
First, the food.
And the chicken, good God Almighty. You can't even look at them jumping up out the doggone pan to go to your stomach.
And baked fish, candied carrots, potatoes, brown and yellow rice, cabbage, squash, and mac and cheese.
And the Mac Attack, the best mac on the planet.
Blue Seas restaurant owner Sharif Muhammad is quite the salesman.
Come on and get a dollar scoop. You can't beat it. And I challenge all restaurants. Why don't you go to the dollar scoop so the people can afford it and stop ripping the people off?
And he's a man on a mission, trying to transform his Northwest Atlanta neighborhood known as The Bluff.
Bluff is considered one of the so-called worst places in Atlanta to live. Crime rates high, heroin, decent houses boarded up, no really black businesses thriving. All these fast food that's killing us. You can't get no dollar scoop with no healthy food. And we're doing something that's very unique. We're bringing healthy food from the farms to the people.
And these people dining in told us they can't beat the prices.
It's so affordable, so much accommodating. Oh, the prices is just unbelievable. This is a happy meal.
You want to focus on, making money for your business, but not trying to suck the community dry.
Don't get Muhammad wrong, he is making money, but says his philosophy is about putting people over profit.
And everybody really can do it if you're not greedy. See, the key is you cannot be greedy. Now, if you're greedy, you can't do it.
He's firmly behind the Buy Black movement. Atlanta rapper and activist Killer Mike started a Twitter hashtag last summer encouraging people to support black-owned banks and other businesses.
Buy Black concept is black people coming together, buying products and trade with one another. Together, we can do it.
The University of Georgia estimates African-American buying power at $1.2 trillion a year and growing. Sharif Muhammad says it's about recirculating dollars in the community.
We can come together and make a difference in our own lives. Stop begging others to do for us what we can unite and do for ourselves.
Muhammad says it's about slicing and dicing, divvying up the economic pie, making dollars and common sense to benefit the community. In Northwest Atlanta, Mike Dunstan, CBS 46 News, 19.
Muhammad is a regional minister with the Nation of Islam, and he has a similar restaurant in Alabama. Next on the drawing board, he says plans for a grocery store to get rid of the so-called food desert in his part of Northwest Atlanta.
I am the student representing Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan South. I'm over Mississippi, Georgia, Tennessee, and Alabama. I'm representing him in those areas, over 25 cities. And if you compare it in the church, I'm like the bishop, but in the Nation of Islam, I'm like a regional minister. That's what we'll call. Well, we're over here in the Bluff. 1010, the Honorable Louis Farrakhan spoke to over millions of people, and he told each one of us from Washington, go back to your city and make your neighborhood a decent and safe place to live. We came back here to the Bluff. Bluff is considered one of the so-called worst places in Atlanta to live. Crime rates high, heroin, decent houses boarded up, no really black businesses thriving. We came back here, came to Joseph Boone, got our 10,000 Fears headquarters at 801 Joseph Boone, and then we decided to go into economics. Came up here, got this restaurant, and we're doing something that's very unique. We're bringing healthy food from the farms to the people, and we call it $1 scoop. We only charge $1 for each scoop up there for our people. It's made it affordable for them, and still been able to survive and make a living. Then we open up cleaners. Cleaners for black people going out of business. We, by the grace of God, don't want that. We bring that back so our people, we can patronize ourselves. So we have the cleaners. Then now we're getting ready to open up a grocery store, because in this area, this is called a desert for grocery stores in the South Side. So now we're getting ready to open up, God willing, we're getting ready to open up a grocery store that we're going to serve our people decent food right from the farm. We're going to can our own food and then put our label on it and push it, showing that we can do the same thing other people do if we just come together. Because either we're going to do for self or we're going to suffer the consequences. The consequences are we're going to be out of job. Nobody wants us anymore. I mean, we're losing jobs. We got to do something to employ our own people and go into business and do something for ourselves. We can do that. That's why it's important for our children, our babies coming up, that they can see that, hey, we can do it too. There's something for them. Why go to college and then come and work for somebody else? That's not no future for us. It's over. We either going to do something for ourselves or we out of here. Bottom line. Because we'll follow a man that has faith in God. And he's proven it for over 80 years that if we obey God, the consequences are there. So we follow Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. He defies all odds in America. And he's been teaching this for a long time. This ain't just started. We've been doing this for over 80 years. But because quote unquote controversy, a lot of people stay away. But now millions are listening to him. And we're doing what he said do. We're doing this all over. We're not just doing this in Atlanta, Georgia. We're doing it all over the country. But we don't get the kind of publicity to let the people know what we're doing, because they're afraid they'll start joining with us. But God got his hands on it. We're going to do it anyway. Look at right now, all black people, just majority of black people are thinking conscious now. We must come together. Everybody's singing the same song nationally. We got to come together and do something for ourselves. Thank God for Mr. Trump. He going to really hurry us up. We must come together. That's the bottom line. The $1 scoop, we wanted to make sure that we can afford, the people in the community can afford what we were serving. You go to McDonald's, you can't get no $1 scoop. You go to Wendy's, all these fast food that's killing us, you can't get no $1 scoop with no healthy food. You can't find this nowhere. So we want to bring something that's right, but that's coming from God. We got to feed our people right food. And then we begin to get them to think right. See? So we're feeding them right. And so now they can't have no excuse. Why can't you afford $1? They eat healthy. So we're taking all excuses away. And we hope to spread this. Now we're also in Tuskegee. We have a restaurant in Tuskegee. So that's what, come on in. So that's why we have the $1 scoop, to take away excuses that they can't afford it. And to be honest with you, at first, I didn't even think that we could do it, make a profit. At first, we were going to do it. I didn't care if we were going to make a profit or not. I wanted to do it, and I just believed that we could do it. And when we got it, did the figures, we're able to do it. And everybody really can do it if you're not greedy. See, the key is you cannot be greedy. Now, if you're greedy, you can't do it. I cannot but greed. Honorable Louis Farrakhan told us these words. He said, go do the work and don't chase the money. He said, do the work and God will bless you because the money will come. And I'm proving every day his words are true. I would like to say to the brothers and sisters out there, we can come together. I don't give a damn what people say. We can come together and make a difference in our own lives. Stop begging others to do for us what we can unite and do for ourselves. That's a fact. The message I want to leave with you is that we can do it by the grace of God because we are doing it now. Buy Black concept is black people coming together, buying products and trade with one another. Together, we can do it. Trade with one another and stop wanting criticism of each other in business. Because why are we so important? Because if we ever decide to come together and pool our resources, the masses of our people will see that we can make it on our own. We're the 9th richest country if compared to other countries outside of America. We can make it with $1.1 trillion. We can make it, I can't say it enough. We can do for ourselves and make it. It's going out of our community and others' community. And that's why you find in all the stores it's about the different nationality. They're sucking the blood from our community and taking it back to their community and living well. And everybody has done it and is doing it. It's time for us to get our own money and keep it in our own community and do for ourselves. It's going out of our community to somebody else's community. We need to turn it around and keep it in our own community. And all we have to do is be educated, that's all. And that's what we're trying to do, is educate our people on that.